Okay, let's look how to plan this task then. My normal advice when planning a task one is to look at the fewest categories, which in this case would be years, rather than the frequency of eating fast food. However, with this particular task, that's probably quite repetitive because we can see that the trend for all 3 years is about the same. And if we do that, it's going to be a really repetitive structure. We could do it though, and it would still be quite capable, I think, of getting to 7 for task achievement, but maybe not to levels 8 and 9. I think to get to levels 8 and 9, we're really going to have to structure this one by the different frequencies rather than different years. So what I would suggest is maybe go from the lowest frequencies to the highest, or you could go from the highest to the lowest. In retrospect, I'd probably go from highest to lowest, but I haven't planned it that way, and I'm just going to show you the way that I've planned it from lowest to highest, which is an okay structure. But as I said, if I was to do it again, I'd probably go by highest to lowest. Okay, so we've got 18 pieces of data. We can actually cover it all if we start to combine our data, and combining data is a good thing to do. So I would start with this category here and mention that it's the lowest category. So you start off the body. The introduction is basically that these ones are the highest and maybe this is the lowest. And then when we start our body paragraph, I would start off here with this one, and also start the body paragraph by mentioning that this is the lowest category. Okay, looking first at the lowest frequency of people eating fast food every day. It's every day in all 3 years. Okay, and I would mention this one first and then this one. Then I'd go on to this category here as being the second lowest category. Again, mention lowest, then highest. And then you can go on to this one, the next highest, lowest, highest. These two can be combined, even though they're not the same level. We could still put it in a sentence that this one is, we can mention that the lowest frequencies were in 2003 at about 17% and just over 15% in 2003, and then we can mention that the highest frequency was here. Okay, and then what I did when I got to these two here, which are the highest category, and we can signal this by saying something like turning to the highest category, and then we can mention now what the highest ones were and then what the lowest ones were. Okay, so that's a quick idea of how you can plan this task before you start writing it, and you always need to do this in order to get a logical structure to your report and also to decrease the number of words that are required.